FPL Blank Gameweek 29 free hit, draft, and transfer plans. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my Game Week 29 free hit draft, and we're also going to be looking at what my transfer plans are going into Game Week 29. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. Am I falling from grace? Another red arrow. You know, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. And you expect a clean sheet from these guys. You know, Munoz out of all people. You know, team's doing great, but you're like, they'll fall from grace sometime. Nah, consistent. Yet these guys in the top two are just clean sheet wipeouts all the time, you know, in games which you expect clean sheets. But that's football for you, man. So my defense disappointed me, honestly. And then coming through Dango Otaro, who's honestly just like, somebody who needs to go. Of course, we all didn't expect him, Evan Nilsson, to come back, nor did we expect him to actually even be starting on the bench. I understand 7 years back as well, you know, so options are, and I mean, he honestly had a good performance when these guys were gone, so you expected some loyalty there. Palmer was Palmer, missing a penalty. Like, it was just one of those one of those weeks, guys. It was just one of those weeks. So yeah, and then Mo Salah, and dude, being Mo Salah, you know. So I think if you had won Palmer this game week, you would have really suffered. But I don't think anyone was daring really to go against Mo Salah. Pedro Neto disappointed, Chelsea in a whole really disappointed, expected more from them really. And then Neto and Wood blanked again. Gibbs White getting points for me on the bench again. There's a lot to think about going into this next game week, a lot to think about. And having said that, I think this would be the best part to actually go into my free hit draft for Game Week 29, because this would really tell me which players I'm going to be bringing in for Game Week 29. I myself will not be activating the free hits, but I'm going to be maneuvering this one, and I think, of course, that team that was in the draft, the players should be the ones that we are looking for ahead to. So let's get on to those guys. But before we actually do that, can I please ask that you guys hit that subscribe button? Really would appreciate it. It goes a long way in supporting the channel and letting me know that you love the content and to keep producing more and where to improve as well. So leave your comments in the comment section. I will always look to include things that you guys want in these videos. So let's go on to the free hit draft. We're going to start off with the goalkeepers. I've got Jose Sa and Onana in goals. Now I think everything will be a little more self-explanatory as we go along in the draft, but I just felt like, okay, goalkeeper against Southampton, I think definitely we can do it. Wolves have shown that they can be defensively sound. Of course, we've seen this before, and I just feel like Man United has their times when they're able to actually keep a clean sheet, and I definitely think that both goalkeepers can keep a clean sheet against these two teams. I think both really priced good as a pairing, 4.3 and 5.0. So playing the bottom teams as well. So I think that part is self-explanatory. Let's take a look at the defense. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at defense. In the defense, I think Gabriel's Gabriel. You know, I myself, to be honest, couldn't really find another great defender to put in there that was playing this game week. I think Arsenal can actually walk away with a clean sheet there. But again, like I always say, you know, these guys sometimes they just like Man City. They can just get a clean sheet by part. Like, you saw the goal. It was, I think, Man United's first shot on goal. Boom. The whole time these guys were like, not even sniffing the goal. So, it is what it is. But I think, you know, Eina, Dalot, very same approach with Jose Sa and Onana. They're playing against Ipswich and Leicester. I feel Dalot can definitely potentially have some attacking threat. Guardiola self-explanatory as well, although I do think City will actually have a tough game against them. So in terms of going for a 3, I would most likely go for an 8 Nori, a Dallo, and an Ainat, just because of the opposition that those 3 are playing against. Although we all know better assets is Guardiola, and of course the good defense of Arsenal. So that is the defense there. I think also split very well in terms of money. I think my squad value is about 105, just above 105. So yeah, but this one came up to just under or at 100. So anybody can afford the squad, in all honesty. Let's see the midfield now. Moving on to the midfield. So Bruno Fernandes, I think I've been talking about him in the previous weeks. I think he's done very well, returning in the past 3 games. So I think he's going to be flying on top of everybody's radar now. So he's a no-brainer against Leicester. I think he can definitely be involved in the goal, if not scoring the goal. Belgrade really impressed me in the Wolves game. I really felt like he stepped into that Cunha role and did very well in terms of being a threat, just not necessarily enough for them to actually grab the win, but I think he played really well. Therefore, I think he's a great cheap asset to have in the team there. As you can see how the money is spread out, and then Clifford still contributing there, having an assist in the game week. The team also has some great fixtures going along as well, so I know it's a free hit, but nonetheless it's against Brentford, who haven't necessarily been really performing that well as everybody expected. I think people most likely be frustrated with Mbeumo, but I think Bournemouth at home against Brentford, I think they can definitely do some damage there. Ipswich against Nottingham Forest, Gibbs White, who has been returning with like an assist at least on almost the past 3-4 games. So he's definitely in there for me. And then Foden there for me is just, a way into that City, but they just haven't been all that impressive for me. So I've just got him there, not really sure if I'd go the other way in terms of getting a Brighton midfielder, but you guys can if you want to. I just think, Foden could most likely do something in this one, considering they do have that free open week as well. So let's see. That's the midfield for you guys. In terms of the strike force, I have gone with a João Pedro, Wood, and an Erling Haaland. Now, I think we all know we would have had Cunha, and I was thinking about a Strand Larsen, but I just felt like we can't ignore João Pedro's form right now. And as I said, I don't think that game of Man City and Brighton are going to be easy for City. So I think João Pedro will definitely have a hand in there as well. So I see him starting this one and definitely being involved. Wood is Wood, he could surprise us, and I definitely think this is one of those games in which he could get a return, and maybe even 2 as well. He's one who's in a conversation for captaincy as well, so I think he's a must-have in this free hit, considering the opposition he's playing. And then Erling Haaland, always hoping that he can turn up for you in your team. Definitely can score a goal. It's a matter of question is, can he score 2 goals? And I think that's the thing that a lot of us have been fighting with in terms of bringing him into our teams. Is he worth that 14.7 if he's not going to be scoring at least 2 goals or giving 2 returns in a game, when players who are 2 times less than him, like Wood, do actually have higher scores than him in a game week, and even overall as well so far in the season. So yeah, that is my free hit draft for you guys. Let us take a look at my bus team for the game week, so you can see where exactly I'm at and how many substitutions, how many transfers I need to do. But before we do that, can I please just remind you guys to please hit that subscribe button if you are still here and you're loving the content. Really, again, would appreciate it, and thank you so much to everybody who is already subscribed. It really helps, and yeah, keeps the channel going, man. Keeps the channel going. So let's go on to my free hit. Sorry, my bust team. So in goals, I'm going to have Rhea against Chelsea. I do have Pickford against West Ham. I just feel like West Ham is definitely going to score there, despite Everton being at home. I'll take my chances with Rhea and Gabriel as well. And then I have one blank player there, which is the defense, which is Virgil. And then I got Gabriel and Hoyson. I am looking to take out Gabriel. I'm actually thinking of Nico Williams as opposed to Aït-Nouri. Although I do love Aït-Nouri, who is a lot more attacking. But right now, that is where I'm looking at. I can afford it now, but just rather go for Nico Williams. It's just a lot cheaper as well. Aina hasn't necessarily been, doing what he used to a few weeks ago when he was really just bringing in those attacking returns. But not to say that that can't happen, of course, against Ipswich. So that's my thought there in that defense. And then the midfield, everybody is playing. Django's there. He is somebody I'm considering to take out. Of course, I've got one free transfer now. And, before Cunha, I was just going to take out Virgil and maybe even just take out Dango and bring in the player and have a -4. Really wouldn't mind that. But now, Dango is just will make an appearance. I know that, but is 1 point really enough? I don't know. But we'll see. Palmer got the vice captain against Arsenal there. Not expecting much. Gibbs White as the captaincy at the moment. I've just been impressed with his form. But I mean, I am still considering Wood and then Neto as well there. Again, not really expecting anything. Cunha, of course, red flag, so he's something I have to deal with. And then Beto against West Ham at home. Really, really hoping that him and Wood can bring a return in this game week as well. So a lot to think about with me. Players that I'm saving on the bench: Mo Salah, Trent, and Munoz, holding them on for the next game week. So it definitely will be a -4, possibly a -8, but it has to be a very good -8. In terms of Dango's replacement, I'm only really looking at Bruno. And Cunha, I am considering actually an Evan Nelson, who wasn't in my free hit team. But that is really me just also considering the next game week. And that Dango replacement could actually be a Bruno or even a Clivert as well. So that's my thoughts really. The rest would stay. I'm not happy that I have to take so many hits. But it is what it is. I want to save my free hit, and I'm still looking to use it in that big bank game week. No, in that big double game week 33. So yeah, I also got my wild card, so also looking at using that a bit later as well. So that's the team. That's my thoughts. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think I should do? Should I use the free hit, or should I maneuver this and use the free hits in the big double game week, where I think is more advantageous because there's more routes to points there with 11 players doubling, as opposed to this game week where even if, let's just say, I did make one substitution, then I don't see some more routes to points here really, in all honesty, if I did use my free hit chat or didn't use my free hit. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys believe. But if you're looking for transfer targets, then you need to check out this video over here. All is like looking for it. Check out this video over here. That was my transfer targets video, which covered transfers for game week 28, 29 as well, and looking beyond to 30 and 31. So that should keep you entertained and just see. And don't forget to press that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.